What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's going on, Aquarius? Your weeklies, all right. I thought Capricorn was gonna. Y'all was like, nope. Go ahead and snuck on up there. I decided to go ahead and put out weeklies this week. Last week, by the time I got done, and yeah, y'all know how it go. Real life stuff happens. And I thought I was coming down with something, but then I'm like, no, I feel sick, but not really sick. And then I started seeing some stuff, and it's like, oh, that's what's going on. Leveling up, ascension type of, okay. Like, man, my body was, and then on top of that, I was fasting, and with all that going on, like, I didn't know that was going on, and because it was the perfect time for a fast. Just go ahead and cleanse it all out. Cleanse it all out. Yeah. So, yeah, that was nice. But, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Ain't seen y'all in good almost week or so. Hope y'all chillaxing. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this bi-weeklies. Yeah, I said weekly, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Bi-weeklies. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started this week, since next week is Christmas. We get it started this Wednesday. They'll be all out by next week. Perfectly. Well, you know. They'll be out. Not perfectly, but you know, they'll be out. All right, Aquarius. Let go of the old. Look. Ain't that awesome? Letting go of the old. Hold on, let me. That's looking a little. All right. Let go of the old peacocks. Peacocks are very unique. Ears ringing. Peacocks are very unique creatures. They come in a plethora of colors. They're basically how we identify with our fingerprints is how they identify with their feathers. Shake your tail feather. Oh, there we go. So what I'm getting from this is, oh, look at that, 22. 22 has been popping up a lot. 22, what's going on with 22? Well, the 21st is the first of winter, so that's the first day into a new foundation. 22 4. Oh, okay, that's what a new foundation. And they told me a new foundation is being built by you letting go of the old. I feel like it has already happened. I feel like that has already transpired. If not, then you're currently in the process of going through that. I feel you. I did not tell you what I was going through over the past, honestly, 4 days. No, 3 days. It lasted 3 days. Yeah, 3, that's a coincidence. Yeah, I think not. But by letting go of the old, you were able to know your fears. You were able to learn your fears, know what your fears are and were. Yeah, I flipped the camera, so bear with me. But you becoming more authentically you becoming more true into yourself by letting go of the old, letting go of the past, letting go of the past situations that changed your life or impacted you in a self-limiting or lacking or stuck mindset. By letting go of the old, you're shedding all of that. You're shedding old skin that no longer fits. You're getting rid of, out with the old and with the new. You're getting rid of friends, associates, family members, jobs, even, just cleaning your house, Go around, you're doing a nice little spring cleaning, winter cleaning. Nurture all you love. But by letting go of the old, getting rid of old clutter, old things, you're able to open up for new things, for better things to come in, things that can serve a purpose, whether it's temporary or lasting. Up to you. That's your call. But there's a reason for every season. Change. It's the whole point of shedding, letting go of the old. We grow out of it. People come into our lives, situations come into our lives for a certain reason, to allow us to grow so that we can become more into ourselves, have a steady foundation with ourselves. Because to be able to find love or a new relationship or a new situation, new jobs, passions, ambitions, being able to come fully into yourself and grow from your past mistakes and, from knowing exactly who you are and not having somebody else tell you, or, you kind of discovering it. I got the window open. I know, right? In Ohio. Anywho, but 22, 4, building a steady foundation with yourself, with your own hopes, thoughts, dreams, things that you were a little worried about that you couldn't do on your own. You're able to do them. You're proving this to yourself. Know your fears. By letting go of the old and building a steady foundation with yourself, you're able to figure out what your fears are. So now you're aware of them. You know yourself. You know your weaknesses, and you know your strengths. You're combining the two. You're strengthening the areas that you were weak in or lacking, or a little fearful of. The areas that stopped you from achieving what it is that you truly want to achieve, being what it is that you truly want to be. And by the way, this is 6 minutes in. By the way, it was 6:45. I looked at that. So 6, 9, 69. Yin and yang balance. By getting your fears, you're able to find a balance between the two. But 6 minutes in, this is a general reading, so this could go for sunrise, sun, moon, and rising sign. That sunrise, I feel so it's more so might be pertaining to a few of you. Not everybody, but more so for your moon and your rising, or your sun and your rising sign. Check your chart. Insight Timer, but Cosmic Insight. Great app. Tells you based on Vedic astrology where the placement of everything is at, and what's going on. You better find out what houses to be able to follow readings a little bit more better, because each zodiac sign is related to a certain house, as well as sun, so your sun could be somewhere else, and so follow, check it out, look some stuff up. But 69, balance. You're able to bring in balance. You're able to know your fears. By you being able to know your fears, number two is a number of self-reflection. You went inside, you truly sat down with yourself, you meditated, cleansed yourself, truly became aware solely by talking to yourself or others, or just remembering conversations that you had and activities you've been involved with, that random conversations with people, or watching movies, or hearing something in a song, social media, whatever the case may be, that brought your attention, to it. You were able to go back and reflect on it when you had your time to yourself. And now you know yourself a little bit better. Things that had stopped you before in the past that did seem intimidating, or a little self-doubt, like, oh man, why I can't do this, or the people that impacted, or situations you've been in your life that impacted you to feel that way, to have such a fear or barrier. Are you being able to go within and being able to know your fears? Now you're able to change it. Now you're able to actually face them and conquer them. First thing is, acceptance. So the fact that you got fears, you want to hear, you're like, yeah, that is a fear. Okay, now how can I prove it? And that's what we're about, making changes, shaking things up. Nurture all you love. Nurture your passions. Nurture your true desires. Don't let the fear and the things of the past that, but like I said, I feel like that's more so in the past for you guys, stop you from nurturing and putting in passion for what you really, truly, truly love, what you want to do, your ambitions, your passions, your utmost desires. whether it's a job, whether it's love, whether it's travel, whether it's a new connection, whether it's you starting your own business or whatever it possibly is. Even a baby. It's been, I've seen a baby in my car seat after I took my boys out. So, yeah, it happened. Yeah. It's no time soon. Like, I thought about it. I have 3. Yeah. Anywho. But, pregnancy, or you just could be birthing a new creation, a new talent, a new discovery, a new something new about you. That you just discovered. You're falling in love with. Something new about you. You're falling in love with. I know I'm pulling cards. Embrace the dark. Embrace the dark 9. Hey, that's where that came from. 7 of Swords and Judgment. At a moment of completion. Embrace your dark. Embrace your dark. Embrace your fears. Embrace the things that were unknown to you. Embrace the things that people usually told you were negative things. Just use them in a positive way. If like for example, for me, my passion was something that a lot of people said was just too much, a little overwhelming, a little empowering, because when I am passionate or caring about something that I truly care about, I come off a little intense. Okay, a lot of intense. But stemming from where I used to be as a child to a teenager to a young adolescent, I did have a bit of a temper. No, wasn't out on people. I would like throw my phone, break it, type of stuff. But that was still showing, that I didn't care, that I wasn't grateful that, I was able to even, that the universe, God, allowed me to get the phone in the first place, and, being wasteful, and on top of the fact of the matter, that's not how you act. That ain't how you go about stuff. But you live, you learn, you grow, you get older. Maturity sits in. Situation sits in. So you had situations that, that you might have snuck away from, or situations where people, oh snap, towers falling down, or people, might have, hurt you without necessarily realizing, or even if they did realize it, that's with the 7 of Swords, even if you did realize it, or they realized it, you still had to, like, protect yourself. You had to kind of, like, explain yourself, defend yourself, which is why, especially when it comes to, like, relationships, if you're really hurt by something, you're going to come off a little bit more intense. And that's okay. Yeah, the person tells you, I don't like that, you got to change that. Compromise. Because everything is about growth, but it's about being, that passionate, but in a healthy, balanced way, in a stable way. You know what I'm saying? That's yin and yang. I don't do reversals. I acknowledge it that it did come out as reversal, but to clarify the 7 of Swords, you also have Judgment. So now, when you go to judge yourself, because the fact that the 7 of Swords itself did come out in reversal, you don't feel like you have to defend yourself as much about your passions, about you embracing your dark side, about the fact that you were very intense, or because I see the moon, so it's emotions. I'm feeling like how I would feel, if I was a little bit riled up about, something, especially if it impacts me emotionally. You know, because just being in a love relationship doesn't mean that, you know, that's the only thing that can impact you emotionally. Associates, co-workers, jobs, parents, sisters, cousins, aunties, nephews, nieces, everybody in between, even boo-boo down the street. So definitely, did I show you embracing dirt? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Why you be like you embracing the dark and judgment came out. You know, you're calling, you know, judgment on yourself as well. That you letting go of the old, knowing your fears, nurturing your passions, finding out where you can put your passions that works best for you, that are more productive and not, you know, negative, or coming off in a more balanced way or more stable. Or another scenario, you're telling me, by you letting go of an old situation, whether it's a job or relationship, you know, you're able to know your fears based in that situation, and you're able to, you know, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, take care of the things that you never thought that you had time to take care of or be able to do. And by you embracing, you know, your dark, you're able to actually face the things that, you know, you wasn't able to face with inside of a partner, or while working a certain job or occupation, or being around certain people, you know, and feeling like you have to be guarded or put on a mask, or, you know, constantly looking over your shoulder because, you know, he over there. It's not like the ones where, you know, he kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm picking this up, but I gotta watch y'all because y'all can come get me at any time. And you like, no, you know, judgment on that. I'm good how I am. Yeah, I might have to tweak a little bit. You know, everybody got some tweakages they need to master, they need to come through with. But, you know, it happens. But with that also comes the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And the fact that the Ace of Cups kind of like jumped around. You're going back and forth. So the fact that it was like, yeah, I wasn't quite sure if it was reversed or not. So, well, that's what they're telling me. That's telling me is the fact that you're going back and forth on, you know, what it is that you want, because you might have several different options, several different choices, several different doors opening, a few different visions, hopes, and dreams, things that you could see. But the fortune is turning. You're going to step into it. You're going to step into the Ace of Pentacles. This came out the same way. So, you know, it depends on, you know, how you decide to move. But remember, you know, you let go. You're knowing those fears. So embrace the dark side. You know, just stay balanced. Grounding, root chakra. See a lot of red. Maybe even dealing with a fire sign, Cancer, Libra. I don't want to say Libra. Libra were balanced, so yeah, but stay strong though. Stay strong in whatever it is that you're going for, whether it's love, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a relationship. So stay strong, Two of Cups. Not just, you know, for relationships as well, but yeah, stay strong within a relationship. Maybe you know the fears, you know everything that, you know, that happened before in the past, you know the warning signs. You know the warning signs, you're able to face your fears, you nurtured it, you know, you took care of the connection. And the fact that you know you're able to brace the dark, you know, you're going back and forth on whether or not this is your Ace of Cups, whether this is your Ace of Pentacles, or not, because, you know, you're still releasing. You're still releasing. For some of you. A lot of you, I feel like this is already happened, or is coming to an end of happening. But stay strong. Stay strong with your passion. Stay strong with your emotions. Stay strong with how you feel. Know yourself. Follow your heart. Follow your dream. Follow your desires. But also, you know, guard and protect yourself. And, you know, don't be afraid to spit a little fire. Dragon. Fiery. Passionate. Might have fire in your chart, might be dealing with a fire sign. And number is 43, 7. So you also have you are a very strong person. You have a very strong foundation built when it comes to your strength. And you need to know that you are far from destructible, because 3 is the strongest odd number, and because when you split and give to 2, you're still staying with 1, and you're a very strong person. You're very, very strong. You know what it is that you want. You have your emotions, you have your goals, your dreams, your ambitions set. It might be a little foggy, and you know exactly how to get there. From what was going on in Brace Your Dark, but you have dreams, you have passions, you have desires, and that's a lot that I can say for most. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, by the time you're adults, you're like, okay, well, you're too grown to have desires and passions and hopes and dreams and aspirations. Well, why? There's no age limit on you having dreams and hopes and aspirations and desires and places you want to go and people you want to see and things you want to do. There's no age frame for that. You can accomplish anything at any age, and that's another thing that that in society that we do a lot. Like, we put a age limit on a lot of things, and a lot of people might not be ready. So it's like we're competing against ourselves when it comes to improving and coming to our own self-mastery, because we're compared to so many different other people within our own country, on top of outside of the country and like in other parts of the world. Like, why do we have our kids? We're taking away stuff that was actually productive in American life, because kids in China scoring such and such and such on the test, so now they're bringing it over here, and it's like, but it don't work that way. We have a completely different lifestyle, completely different, like, education should cater the student, not the other way around. The student shouldn't cater the education system, because not everybody's going to learn the same. Therefore, not everybody can be taught the same. Nobody speaks or is understood in the same exact way. So, but that's another story. That's another topic. But you have passions, you have desires, you know where you're going to. Let nobody tell you anything different. Love without condition. Love yourself. Love yourself regardless. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. Yeah, you're going to stumble. You're going to, feel like you were slacking or whatever. But don't be too hard on yourself. For people, who aren't here looking for love, don't be too, or with the whole first part of the message, don't be too hard with yourself. But also, for those who are looking for love, don't be too hard on yourself because things are happening the way that you want it to happen, or when they're happening, or how, they're actually going about or transpiring, because divine work is at play. Oh yeah, you got Archangel Uriel, Archangel Samuel. Divine work is definitely at play. 26-8, infinite. The key to infinite abundance is true love with yourself, because once you have true, unconditional, compassionate love with yourself, you realize you're able to manifest anything and everything that you need, and you're able to walk away from things that no longer serves you, from being defensive and past hurt and trauma and despair. You're coming to a balance with, things are going to happen that's, outside of my control, but it doesn't mean that I have to take it all out on me or take it out on somebody else, or, because of somebody else's own free will. Whether it was to, come against you and hurt you, and I mean, that's on them. That's on them. Yeah, feel your feelings, do what you got to do, but essentially that's on them. And although, somebody might not even hurt your feelings, intentionally either. So, like, it was a breakup. Somebody came to you and was like, it just wasn't working out. Then, it's just not working out. And, allow them to, go on about their life. And then, let something go. It comes back. That's how you know. Marcus Houston, circles. But by you being able to do that with yourself, or even in a committed relationship, or even at, like a job, by you taking care of yourself and still like, okay, well, I'm still going to do what I have to do. Yeah, I got played. I didn't get the promotion last time, but yeah, I'm going to go for it this time. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get it. I'm going to make sure I get it. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to do that. They're seeing how hard at your work. They're seeing how appreciated you are. And way too many. See how appreciative, how productive and how much they appreciate you and how much they actually do value you. Because you're loving without condition. You still love your job, so that's why you haven't left. If it, is something that you were passionate about, you found your passion, like I said, it's not something, well, too many. Keep, really, guys? Oh, no. He said keep them. So by doing so, by leaving the Six of Swords behind, you get the Lovers. You're uniting with yourself. And what? There was also what? The Two of Cups? Man, yeah, the Two of Cups right there on the same row. With the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are definitely looking better. Things are looking up. You don't feel as trapped, lost, hopeless. And by you embracing spirit, because let's show y'all love without condition. Okay, embrace spirit. But by you coming to one with yourself, you're leaving out of the hangman energy. That flipped out in reverse. So you're walking away from that. You are walking away from that. You're walking away from that. You're walking away from looking back at the past, because I've got the Two of Wands in reverse. You found your passion, you found your creativity, you went inside, you did your self-reflection and self-improvement and embracing the fear and nurturing what you need to love, because that's right on the know your fears and nurturing what you need to love, and embracing the dark side. You were able to come to your Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, led to the Ace of Pentacles. So you weren't focused on those three empty cups anymore. You was focused on the one cup, or the one cup, because it's larger than the other three cups. So just because I say the one cup doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, you might have multiple gifts, and you're doing a couple at a time that are really, really strong, that you are connecting with them both, which is nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, that's why you were in the hangman energy before, because you wasn't quite sure. You had like 4 options, and so you thought it was these other 3 cups, and they weren't. So you're like, nope, it's this one right here. It's all bejeweled, bedazzled, got a lotus flower in there. Unicorns, do you believe in magic? Cause your Knight of Cups is coming. I don't want to say 9. Ha, because it's right under Embrace Your Dark. I always say 9. Look at that right there. And, because of that, you're getting your Ace of Pentacles. That job is going to be beautiful. You're getting your blessing. It's coming out. It's coming through. By you embracing yourself and loving yourself and nurturing yourself and knowing your fears and taking care of you and changing you and working on you unconditionally with love and caring and understanding. You go from the 8 of Swords to the Empress. Like, you went from feeling helpless and just tied down and like, oh, I'm not sure what to do. And like, these are little birds. Like, she could wiggle out of there. And look, it's a bird tying you up. You get out there. You get out there. Big old gap in front of her. Look. From being helpless and feeling stuck and feeling just trapped and confined by everything. You're blossoming. Look at those flowers. Transformations. Just all types of bursts of newness and just goodness. This is great. No wonder y'all was like, I got like an anxious, like, okay. Again, what's with y'all? Y'all just, okay. I'm telling you, 2019 about to be on fleek. Because of that, look at that. The Ace of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. That's what was in that row. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. So you're going to get your Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. Judgment already came. You judge yourself, you judge the situation, you critique, you went in, you analyzed, the wheels moving in your favor with the Ace of Cups, and you're the Empress going into it with, your feminine and being able to actually understand how you feel and know how you feel and be aware of how you feel, and saying that there's nothing wrong with how I feel. Oh yeah, this is wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and get a crystal card for y'all. Spirit, and we have a crystal. Yeah, I didn't. My bad. But look, I was talking to them before. I was meditating on your energy and stuff. So Spirit, pardon me for forgetting. I'm human. Stuff happens. I appreciate your graces. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear, direct channel. Y'all just jumped right on in it this time, didn't you? You was like, go ahead, go for it. Go for it. I appreciate that. But, still showing all the gratitude. We appreciate y'all and everything you do with all these messages, signs, synchronicity, symbols. Yeah, all that good stuff. Please allow a crystal to sum it all up for Aquarius for their bi-weekly for the next 2 weeks of December. Thank you. We appreciate you. And we appreciate you. Crystal guidance for Aquarius. Crystal guidance for Aquarius. Crystal guidance for Aquarius. Oh, while I'm shuffling while this is coming out. I got a Twitter, guys. I finally understood Twitter. I finally got a Twitter. So, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. It'll be in the description box below. Email address for anybody just want chat it up. I'm a friendly person. Don't mind talking, get to know some folks, But Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Donations are greatly appreciated. Keep the channel up and running. All that description box below. Drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody. Oh, don't forget cross watchers. Just go apply to YouTube. For the cross watchers, it's more so. Like some of you may be wanting to reach out to the old person, to the Aquarius that you're connecting with, and the thing about it is letting go of the past and knowing the fears that moving forward. Just because something happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. But by you letting go of the fears, embracing your dark side, and being able to channel, how you feel, your emotions, maybe they were expressed in a way that they didn't know exactly how to go about it or how to react to it, or because they were afraid, because they didn't let go of these fears, and was able to stay strong and love without condition, and be able to embrace spirit and just surrender and go with the flow. Cross watchers, that you go ahead, surrender, let it go, let it go. I know I got the incense rolling, but then I'll just keep giving me more stuff. 333. Garnet though. That's what the stone came out. Garnet. Alright. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. I love when they do that. Garnet. Passion. Garnet is a rejuvenating stone believed to protect against evil and terrifying dreams to attract love. Self-understanding. You are a passionate soul with a courageous heart. Be confident and constant. Let go of your inner demons, taboos, inhibitions, and fantasies. Recognize self-sabotage and expand your awareness into all that you can be. Virtue matters to you. You are capable of great devotion to a cause or relationship and have a strong survival instinct. Divination. Take action now. A mystery is solved. Have courage. There is a way out. Turn a crisis into a learning challenge. If danger approaches, stay calm. You are protected. Be emotionally honest with yourself and others. You may attract a partner for sexual healing. Make no long-term commitment as it may fizzle out once the purpose is fulfilled. Healing insight. Finding an appropriate outlet for your passions and emotions creates well-being. Frequency medium. Chakra. Base, sacral heart, energizes all. Timing. Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. Soul path. Expressing your soul's passion. You're all even on the Scorpio season. A little frustrated. I mean, hey, just this thing. Go ahead, go out. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Strap up. Get tested. All that good stuff. But get to know somebody before you just let the cookies go. But. So never mind. Okay. Well, Aquarius, we shall be back shortly on some more. Yeah, this is a good reader, though. I told you, y'all, passionate. Aquarius ain't your sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. See where it's at. See where it's placed in your house. Because there's some good happening. Oh, that's what it was. That's what they said. Okay, they said go ahead. But with that crystal coming out with the Seven of Swords, you're not gonna feel like that you need to defend yourself anymore because you are protected, you are guided, you have a guardian angel. Your intuition is high. You found yourself. You're in touch with your feelings, and when something feels a little unstable or unshaky, go ahead. But if something you're coming out, that's why I said, that's why they said know your fears. Because something could be nervous, like you're nervous because you're excited, or something could actually be a fear, like as a warning. So know the difference between the two. All right, y'all. See ya. Have a good one.